Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Let's set up a new sketchbook today. This is the Strathmore Watercolor 500 series sketchbook. I am going to start out by reviewing my previous goals and ideas pages on my last two sketchbooks because I really started to figure out that this is how I like to set up a sketchbook to stay motivated and always have some ideas and goals to reference if I start to wonder what I should be doing. So for the inside of the cover page and then the first watercolor paper page, I am just going to fill out some basic information here that I already got started on. And then on the first page of watercolor paper, I'm going to make a combination goals and ideas page. I really love to start every sketchbook with a goal page because it really puts in perspective what I'm trying to accomplish here. And if at any point I do not know what I'm wanting to do in my sketchbook, I can work on those goals. And also, one of my goals is always to grow as an artist, and breaking down the areas that you want to grow in and kind of having something tangible to focus on and know what you're trying to achieve can really help you get there. Breaking the larger goals down into smaller goals that are attainable within this sketchbook. So these aren't all of my art goals. These are just my goals for this sketchbook, what I want to accomplish in here. So I'm just kind of decorating it. I went with something bright and colorful this time. I didn't want it to be too complicated. And sometimes I have a whole page for goals and a whole page for ideas, but this is the Strathmore Watercolor 500 series softcover sketchbook. Previously, I've done the mixed media version of the same sketchbook, and this one actually has less pages than the mixed media version of the same type, and I did not want to use up a whole spread for this. I wanted to kind of put it on this first page. So I kept my goals really simple and really kind of more abstract this time. I previously had goals more like work on composition or draw a master copy, something like that. This time I just wanted to have simple goals that I could use to keep myself motivated and inspire me to fill my sketchbook and grow as an artist, because to me that's the most important thing. That I settled on for this sketchbook are draw something every day, try new things, study subjects you want to improve, grow and enjoy the journey, and embrace mistakes. I think that's really important because I think trying to get stuck on making your sketchbook kind of like a perfect portfolio of your best artwork is really difficult to get out of, and I know sometimes I panic if I mess up on something in here, but your sketchbook should really be a place for you to explore and try different things, and like it's okay if it doesn't work out. So I'm really going to try to embrace that in this sketchbook, try different things and not worry about if they're going to turn out well or not. Just do it for the experience and you know, try new things to learn and grow. So then next I start my idea page down below the goals, and it's really similar. I'm decorating it in a similar way, and how I'm going to start out is by looking at my previous sketchbooks that I have so many ideas written in, and reference that to kind of get started. And then I'm going to write a couple of things that these aren't exactly goals. This is just I don't know, like words I live by. Almost every sketchbook or notebook, I write this in the front. Be kind, be positive, do your best, enjoy the journey. So I just want to remember those things so that I can keep a positive mindset. And this is the page, this first couple of pages of the sketchbook, where if I don't know what I want to do, if I feel lost, if I find myself just staring at a blank page, I'm going to come back here and I am going to try to find some inspiration based on what this page says. So I'm trying to set my future self up for a good experience in this sketchbook. I think the ideas that you keep in your idea page could be as broad or as focused as you want. Some of them are really just abstract, like I'll write like bugs or flowers or something just to kind of like pique my interest at a time when I don't have anything in my mind. And usually it kind of ties back into something that I've thought about or maybe even sketched before that I want to draw. Um, and then some are really, really focused or specific. Like the first one is a certain master copy that I want to do. The last thing I'm going to do in this video is paint this to be one of my first pages in here. I usually try to make one of the first pages a piece that I find somehow motivational or representative of what I want to achieve in the sketchbook, and I usually do include either some kind of quote or poem as I have in my previous sketchbook. So this says, "This is a place to grow," and it is an open sketchbook or an open book, and it has flowers growing out of it, and the roots and stems of the flowers shape the word grow. And I made a big mess of all my paintbrushes while I was trying to pick one, so I had to do that again. I decided to make this a pretty loose watercolor painting. I'm using my Daniel Smith watercolor palette that I put together from different tube paints and kind of have built up over time. And I'm normally not very much for loose watercolors, but I decided, you know, as far as how much I'm trying to let go of perfection and just kind of embrace the flow of things, that's what I wanted this illustration to represent, as well as growth. And I wanted it to kind of have a bright, glowing quality. So I did a yellow underpainting behind the word grow, and once that dried, I started on just coloring out everything, and I just tried to make it a fun process. I didn't really worry too much about the final result. I just kind of let the paint do what it does, and it was a really fun experience and a really good start to this sketchbook. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to my channel for more art videos. Bye!